They're the most popular fruit trees in Aussie backyards. Of course, I'm talking about citrus. Oranges, lemons, grapefruits, mandarins, all those wonderful varieties. Today, I've got some great tips so that you can have your citrus looking and tasting their very best for seasons to come. OK, let's start with pruning first, because most citrus have finished their winter crop by now. You don't need to prune citrus every year. What I'm talking about is just that odd bit of tidying up. Like this dead wood here, it's encouraging disease to come into the tree. That whole stem and the little dead shoots, that needs to be cut out because it could easily be bleeding disease into the main trunk. This time of the year, you suddenly get this huge flush of growth, and that can often carry a lot of thorns. So this big one up here needs to be pruned out right at the trunk. And final pruning is just to keep the tree in a good shape. If you've got any fruit that's fallen on the ground, pick that up because it'll attract a lot of insects and some diseases. But I have to be very honest, citrus get their fair share of pest problems. Stink bugs, all the different types of scale, citrus gall wasp, they've even got their very own citrus black aphid and the black sooty mole disease.
Let's tackle the sooty mole first.
Grab yourself a bucket, half fill it with water and add some soap or detergent. Make sure it's phosphate-free. Then take your bucket of soapy water and just throw it over the top of the tree. Leave it on a sunny day for a couple of hours and then hit it with a strong jet of water.
The soapy water loosens the flakes of sooty mould, and the strong jet of water washes them off with the added bonus of knocking off some of the other pests too.
But to finish off that, spray the whole tree as much as you can with one of the organic horticultural oils.
Horticultural oils work by suffocating the insects and by making the leaves too slippery for the bugs to lay their eggs.
And it's important to repeat the horticultural oil spray every couple of weeks to protect all the new growth from any attack. Now, the most important thing of all is feeding. But first up, you've got to rake back all the mulch that's around the base of the tree. Then give the whole area a really good thorough watering. Never apply fertiliser to dry soil. The fertiliser I'm using, it's Rich Grow's Black Marble. It's their fruit and citrus food, and it's got all the elements and nutrients that your citrus need. Potassium, and that's for flowering, which means you get juicier and bigger fruit. Iron and nitrogen for really healthy leaves. Lots of phosphorus, and of course, heaps of trace elements. Now remember, the Black Marble is concentrated, so don't overdo it. Apply every 2 months. And as always, make sure you water it in thoroughly. Then put the mulch back and you'll have a fantastic harvest. Your trees will love it. Now, if you haven't got a citrus in your garden or maybe in a pot on your balcony, now is a perfect time to be planting one. I'm actually planting this ruby grapefruit, and there are a couple of tips to remember when you're planting a citrus. First up, make sure that the hole is at least 2 or 3 times the size of the root ball. Just give it a little bit of a tickle and then pop it into the ground. If you plant it too deeply, you'll get suckers coming up from the rootstock. You won't get your grapefruit at all. And the last couple of things, just add some compost. Just put the mulch back. And then, as always, give it a really good drink. Well, there you go. They're my tips so that you've got a really healthy citrus tree in your garden and a fantastic crop next season.